Welcome.
Cheers, brother. Cheers for this. It looks like we have a real professional setup with lighting and a microphone and everything, but it's really just a light. The rest of it's just for show.
Yeah, we also have the computer working.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of that. We don't need it anymore. It's out of here. Anyways,
It's out of here.
welcome to Dumb Luck Brewing Video Podcast number
Number 30.
30.
Look at that. I was just checking the audio on this thing to see if it was
Sound okay?
audioing. But it's doing a little dancey dance here where it keeps pausing.
Well, screw that. We'll actually use our phones at work.
No, I mean, I guess, yeah. That's true. The internet on this is pretty...
Check one. Oh, sounds great. Fucking phenomenal.
Freaking phenomenal, man. What do you know?
So it's Wednesday.
So hey, everybody, welcome to Wednesday live Dumb Luck Video Podcast live on the deck. We're on the deck. Observe deck. Oh boy, I tell you guys, the beauty of the summer coming in. You got time to be on the deck and fire up the barbecue, make some foods.
And what do you? Food?
What goes great with some foods on the deck?
Beer.
Some beers, some excellent, delicious beers. Actually, I've got myself a little after dinner scotch going on right now myself. A little bit of Aberlour coming on over from
the previous podcast.
Yeah, video podcast number 27 with. Is this 7?
I think it's 7.
Or is it 28?
I can't remember.
28. With our good friend Richard, brought that on, told us all about it. I was like, well, I better get some. But what do you find to be a really great beer to be drinking on a deck?
Alexander Keys.
Get the Alexander Keys, but you also have a couple other beverages.
A couple other ones.
Yeah.
Which is there you are, our Lion Summer Ale.
The summer ale, yeah, it's real nice.
A continuous flow into the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
We got bugs out here. We got all sorts. We have barbecue going on. We got a nice little
We
fire
got this heating device also. I don't know either.
We got raccoons.
Yeah.
This is the life right
Go,
here.
Go chase them away.
It's probably a little family of raccoons that were living in the tree.
Yep. So, we're having a little deck emergency right now. There's a raccoon in the backyard, and all the animals are coming to our defense, protecting us from the evil that is a raccoon. There's our mascot there, Malcolm, doing his best to protect us. All right, well, we also wanted to talk a little bit more, actually we could talk a little bit more about beers and outdoors and decks. Like, when you're outside and you're enjoying a drink, you don't necessarily want something that's heavy, like a Guinness, or, a big beer of some kind, like some sort of porter or whatever. I don't know about you, but I find like that's when beers like the Corona
comes in great.
Dos Equis, like a light Mexican lager will just like slide right in there.
It's true. Like I'm starting to drink a lot more Mexican beer, and everyone criticizes Corona. Oh, it's piss, it's water, and blah blah. I'm like, okay, well that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
But if you just rehydrate yourself, you can drink like 4 of them. You're feeling fine, no worries. It's just like I'm kind of drinking water with beer flavor.
It's a beer flavored water, right? Like how nice is that? Yeah, and there's that's where like a lot of like I guess the American run of the mill big brand
Budweiser
Pilsners kind of come in. Yeah, like Pacific Pill, the Budweiser, the Molson Canadians, right? Where like a beer without a really like refined taste is great ice cold.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the taste just gets sucked out of it because it's so cold, and it's just like refreshing.
Yeah.
And inexpensive. Also great if you're drinking hard, I mean, there's a lot of like, craft brews and stuff like that produce great summer beers like that, like Lion's Summer Ale.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe even a Hefeweizen with some like citrus in it of some sort, little lime or orange slice with it, right? Still can be great on the deck.
Yep, little grapefruit in there.
Yeah, little grapefruit, right? Right. So you pretty up your beverages a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's still good.
But you had yourself a fun weekend of testing out beer.
Oh, tested my limits for drinking beer. More likely, the beer tested me.
That's why we didn't have a podcast on Saturday.
That's why we didn't have a podcast.
Camping
out in a yurt on Wassley Lake, up on Douglas Lake Ranch. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing some fly casting. You know.
Fishing.
Yep. Yep. Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man a fish, he'll sit in a boat and drink beer.
There you go.
Yep.
That's what you did.
Boy, did it work out well.
We got cats going
What
on.
is going on over here?
It's a party out here.
I think they threw the cats inside so that the raccoon wouldn't eat them.
The life of outdoor podcasting.
I tell you this, outdoor podcast, you never know what's going to happen. You just can't control what's going to happen. Yeah, the broadcasting out here on the deck had dual purposes, two purposes. One because deck, because Ken.
Yep.
Good times.
It was nice weather today.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot out. Actually, it started raining a little bit. We were having dinner there, but
yeah, there's a little bit of a, but it's been real nice and hot all day. And two, the brewery is getting the floor applied.
That's right.
So right now it's sitting there, bubbling with phosphoric acid to like rip that surface layer off.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. We'll power wash that down, dry it, epoxy it, and then we'll be
rocking it.
Bringing the brewery in place.
Ooh.
All right. Did you guys chase off the raccoon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I found Octane.
You found Octane?
We heard him.
Yeah. He's inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Great job, gals.
Thank you.
Ciao.
We have our
Monica.
live studio audience here again
Yeah.
to support us and scare away the raccoons.
That's right.
Have to get attacked by moths.
Yeah. There's the bright lights are bringing in lots of fans. Little tiny ones. Creepy crawlies. All over the place.
So that so basically you said you went to a little bit of fishing, a little bit of drinking.
Yeah, a little fishing and drinking up there, and like, so I had a 2-layer plan as far as beers went with that. I had a small, a 4-pack of IPAs.
Yeah.
I had a 6-pack of a mixed mingler of summer beers.
Yeah.
And then I had 3 15-packs of big brand, easy to drink lagers.
Yeah.
Right? Just this.
What were we talking? Kokanees?
What I did was a Sleeman's original.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? This is
The draft or the draft?
draft.
Or
Yeah,
draft,
yeah.
yeah.
Sleeman's original draft. To me, Bronwyn, a very nice, easy to drink, mellow beer.
Yeah.
All right, and it was on sale.
Oh, that's even better.
So that's kind of it. But so I could start each day with a couple nice beers, got a little IPA, roll into something else after
I
that.
find the IPA with alcohol content would kind of get you over the hangover stage.
Yeah.
Just kind of get you
Kind
rolling.
of a little boot out the door, get the things rolling, right? And then you can just fill your tackle box with
We are watching.
the original draft and bring it out there on the lake.
That's perfect.
And every time we caught a fish, we had a little flask of scotch to just kind of kick it over.
There you go.
All right, it was good. Worked out
times.
really well. That's it. When it comes to big weekends like that, you've got to plan out how you're going to deal with all that.
Mhm.
Right? Pretty much the same as a camping trip, I'd say. The original draft worked out well for me.
Yeah, the Sleeman's is pretty good. Very basic beer.
Yep.
Tastes better than the cheaper ones, I find.
Yeah, yeah. About a lot of guys brought out Old Milwaukee. I think the Old Milwaukee has too much Pilsnery taste. You can taste too much of the rice. It's not. It leaves a lot of taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely an old man beer.
It's an old man beer. Yeah, there's the Pacific Pill. There was Old Mill. There was PBR kicking around up there.
Yeah, PBR's okay.
So you guys,
Low end beer.
yeah, you guys did a little beer tasting over the weekend, though. Hey,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys went to Parkside.
We went to Parkside in
Yeah.
Port Moody, and basically we're there for the Canada Day long weekend, watching some bands out there and all the other events they had going on at Rocky Point Park. But,
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, no, we went into a Parkside brewery. Actually, we've been there once before because they actually have an outdoor area. So I actually had our dog with us, and we can go sit in the picnic area with the dog, drink beer, and everything else. So
Nice.
it was pretty good. And they had a little taco truck next door, so grabbed some burritos out of there. Yeah, it was a good time. We tried a couple of beers that they had there. One was the Dawn Pilsner, which was basically your basic Pilsner. I found them like a little bit more kind of nutty, like you actually taste the hops in it a little bit better than your standard Pilsner. So it had a little more flavor to it. Great beer. We also tried the dim. I don't know if it's the dim wit or dim white wheat ale. I can't remember.
Dimwits.
I think it was the dim wit.
Dimwit,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it auto-corrected on there.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, that was a good wheat beer as well.
Could be
And
Dimwit white wheat ale.
it might have been that one.
That's a lot of words, though. You're just
Not to spill out.
Yeah.
And then the final one was the Trunk IPA. Which
I
is
haven't had that.
Which is a good mild IPA. Nothing crazy hoppy, but you know it's an IPA. So
Lower IBUs, so it's not super hoppy.
yeah. I think they're probably around like the 6 area, 6 point something, somewhere around there.
Oh, alcohol content.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. You know, I've never been to Parkside. I've drank their beer before several
Yeah.
times. I bought it, but I haven't actually been. To
So
the brewery.
they're in local liquor stores, BCLs and stuff like that. So it's actually haven't checked for them there
Yeah,
yet. So.
you can see at previous broadcasts I had Parkside.
Oh, it was a Parkside. Okay.
For sure.
We're getting a
They have the
little
nice
crooked
little pastel-y can. Yeah, the mic stand.
It's creeping.
Yeah. Mic stand thinks he's a man. Tragically.
Chicken wings. Baby
Chicken
daddy
wing.
Chicken.
Ain't no thing, chicken wing. Yeah, Parkside Brewery. It's good. Keep a lookout on our Twitter. We're probably going to be hitting up Four Winds over the weekend.
Yeah, Four Winds
Yep.
Brewing, which is
Yeah.
Right down the road here in Delta. So right
Absolutely.
off River Road, I believe, or somewhere around there.
So if you're watching Four Winds, no, we're coming.
There we go.
We coming for you.
Should we wear our shirts or what?
Oh wait, I forgot to. Yeah, absolutely forgot to flash the merch up here. Here we go.
Check it out. Check it out.
There we go. I want a shirt. Yeah, well, you know what? Send me a message on the Facebook page with what you'd like. I have men's shirts. Well, I have unisex tees like this right now. And they, I have smalls. I think I have a bunch of smalls. One medium, I think, left, and a couple larges. And I have one woman's tee in medium right now. So if you need a shirt, send the message on the Facebook page to Dumb Luck Brewing. So facebook.com/dumbluckbrewing, and we'll figure out hooking you up.
There you go.
I'll get that store back up and running soon enough. I just, holy crap, it takes so much time.
His Italian's coming out.
Very Italian. Hey.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can use that t-shirt money to fix our computer situation.
Yeah. So like right now we're running off of my cell phone.
Yeah.
We tried to set up my laptop to do it. My
Because the
laptop-
original desktop downstairs basically blew up.
Yeah, the actual broadcast computer just died completely. So that was like tragic, but it was good timing in the way that we had to take it all apart anyways.
Yeah.
In order to do the brewery floor. I was really hoping that this laptop was going to give us a little bit more of a lease on life, but
Oh, we got another guy.
yeah,
we got some more guys.
ATR Hunter. Yeah, welcome ATR Hunter. We are best buddies. That's
right.
definitely a typo.
I think that's what it
That was
says.
definitely a typo.
Yeah.
You guys best buddies? Yeah, we best buddies. Best buddies. There you go. Thanks, Bronwyn. Yes, absolutely. Do the Facebook page message, and I will sort that out. I already have another order from another Kaboom practitioner, so it's great. You can bring both at the same time. Kaboom. Kaboom.
Kaboom. Speaking of jiu-jitsu,
Yes, what a segue. Beautiful
Yeah.
segue.
Yeah,
I
we
meant
got-
to do that.
perfect. Well, we had
Yeah,
practice yesterday.
Yeah, we could talk about the effects
Alcohol.
of my alcohol consumption on my jiu-jitsu training.
Which it seems to slow it down a bit.
Yeah,
Cardio
yeah.
suffers.
My performance suffered. It certainly did. Getting like rolling with the cardio was tough, and then trying to perform at a level that I expect myself to be able to perform at, additionally more difficult. Like
Yeah.
there was like a mental fuzziness, a block. Are we having troubles with the
Yeah.
camera?
Getting hit there. There we go.
Yeah.
Now it's probably gonna search for something else. All right, there we go.
Oh boy. Are we still in the shot good? Yep. Oh, I'm gonna tilt back a little more. Yeah, we had a full setup going on. We had our microphone set up. We had multiple cameras and everything, and then the complications just kept piling one on top of each other. This on top of that one, on top of this one.
And add to it-
troubleshooting took me like an hour to try to troubleshoot half the stuff. Brian spent another hour like working on other things. Like
Took a while after
Yeah.
after to get going here, and now it's raining a bit too.
now
so
it's
we got a
raining
little
again.
extra
Yeah,
feature.
yeah. Hey, that's being outside. You never know what's gonna happen, man. I tell you, this is
You guys
crazy.
aren't covered anymore.
Not quite, not quite.
You guys are stealing the umbrella.
So, anyways, yeah, class going back to jiu-jitsu and getting in it. Actually, last class we had a lot of sparring, and it was pretty intense.
Yeah, it was a non-stop class. It was really great in the way that it just kept like no breaks. We just kept going, folding from one drill to the next drill to the next drill to the next, positional sparring, and
it was
then
continuous partner as well,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
don't really have a lot of break time in between.
yeah,
or whatever
exactly.
to-
Especially
to
since I was
recover.
since I was underperforming, I was always ending up on the losing end.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I had to remain in the ring, continue going, continue getting beat up.
yeah,
It's great though.
yeah, it's fun.
It's been a long while, not that long, but I mean it's been a while since I had to dig that deep
Yeah,
to try to make things happen. Not that I don't always dig deep, but I was
sometimes I get a little lazy. I'm like, I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
go, but you know, play
exactly.
safe. You
yeah,
wanna,
yeah.
you wanna
Like
burn
I'm still
yourself.
holding things up, but I was like, I'm getting smashed.
Mm-hmm.
I need to kick this up a notch.
Yeah.
I can't. You're always usually able to dig a little deeper and pull a little bit more out. But in this case, it was just not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So drinking heavily before jiu-jitsu,
Not recommended.
don't do it. Not recommended. Now recommended. I know there's some martial art aficionados out there like I don't know, Joe Rogan and who else that recommend some recreational drugs before jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Right? Booze, not one of them.
No,
Not one of the recreational drugs you should use before jiu-jitsu.
it's not an enhancer.
Not an enhancer. Doing 2 or 3 days of drinking beforehand just don't happen. Yeah. Oh yeah. ATR hunters say this when you sit beside each other on a bus. That's your best.
Going on to find
Best
a field
We
buddies.
went up to Duroch
Yep.
quite a few
Yeah.
weekends.
field trip. I haven't been on a field trip in a while.
Yeah.
I guess technically we're going for a field trip on Sunday to the brewery.
That's right.
So it was what?
Sunday, 4 wins.
Yeah,
That should
man.
be good.
We'll do some live streaming on Instagram for that one. So if you haven't,
Oh, you think we're gonna do live Instagram, not Twitch? We can do both. We have 2 phones.
There we go.
Yeah, just
They-
set 'em up.
They're the only things that work here in
Yeah.
the friggin' thing. So.
Out on the deck, you're out in the wild. You never know how things might pan out. Could be great, could be terrible. Who knows? You see that? You see our wheat? Our wheat over there? Right there. There's our wheat growing there. We're gonna make a nice wheat beer out of that one.
Perfect.
It was definitely. It was so
We got one with parsley in it too. Can we make parsley beer? I don't know.
Oh, parsley, bro. Just throw it
Some
all in
oregano.
there. Oh, Commander Root electric skateboard.
So I was just thinking
Welcome.
about it, 'cause
Thanks for joining.
I'm pretty sure they're bots.
No
No,
worries.
they're always in the room, but I
I
appreciate
count
it.
them all as friends.
I feel like everybody's a friend.
I
If
did
you're a
see-
robot,
And then
Still a
I'm
friend.
expecting them to be these
you know,
massive
any
frogs because they were so
But after taking a beating at a class like that, at least it gets you motivated to come back some more.
Yeah, it wakes
and
you
be
up
like,
and you be like,
I need to
I
kick
know
it
I
up
can
a
do
bit.
better. I can perform. I can get that going.
Hey, doggy. Keeps rotating, doesn't it?
Yeah, it slowly sinks. It slowly
This one's,
sinks.
I think it's this thing on top.
No, it's the arm. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
We have too much extension.
Yeah, too much extension. We could kind of pivot it. I don't know.
We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
What
Feels
we
like it's
got-
pretty secure, but
there. We just need a counterweight on
I
there.
mean, yeah, I have a sandbag actually. I just never use it because it's never been an issue.
I've never experienced anything like
Some of that new hat. What do you think of that?
Yeah, look at that. There's a flat brimmer. We also have a dad hat.
The dad hat. Are they not cool anymore?
I don't know.
It's just cool for dads. I guess it's
just
an old school hat.
On the ordering form, it says dad hat. That's the rounded brim.
What's up?
I could go grab it. It's in the kitchen. Why not? Probably don't have to
Who
team
else
with
we
the
got
saw.
on there? Yeah, we got a few people. See, we had Bronwyn on there a while ago. See if she'll be at training tomorrow. I know she's got a busted up foot. As well as a shout out to one of our BJJ practitioners, as well as a bass player for Women's State Rebellion with one of my good friends, Ryan McNabb. It's his birthday today, so shout out happy birthday to him, as well as Professor Kabir. So it's his birthday today as well, July 4th.
We put his little,
The dad hat.
we put his little high waist vest.
Look at that, beauty. Perfect.
Can you get through here?
If you want this one,
It's worn by
it's gonna
Paul.
cost you extra.
Yeah.
You
How
can do
much?
it.
Extra $10 for that.
You can do it.
I'll even sign it for 5 more.
There we go.
Come on.
Whatever name you want on there.
Yep. I'll use a big silver Sharpie.
between the-
I'll write on there Patrick Stewart.
Okay.
It's a little bald.
Here, come here.
It's legit, right?
Captain of this ship.
Captain of this ship.
Yeah, so we had a bunch of stuff or video clips we're gonna run up as well, but
Yeah, Bronwyn says she'll
the
be
morning
there in the morning
I'll
class.
be at
Steal
work,
my spot.
unfortunately.
You have to share it.
But no, we were talking about we're gonna have a video clip. We won't discuss
Yeah.
it. Maybe we can save it for a later
You
time.
want to save it, or do you want to talk about it?
See?
It's hard to, unless
bad.
people haven't seen it. Then it's
Yeah,
kinda-
yeah, it would be
kinda
cooler
dumb.
if we could all watch it together.
Yes, you
So
are.
maybe we'll do that later.
Yeah, it's just another viral clip that's going around or whatever.
What game is that?
But if we are talking about jiu-jitsu or MMA, I was just looking at what fight card is coming up. Just looking at UFC 226, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
coming up.
Is it,
July 7th? This Saturday, right?
Yeah,
I guess it would be 4th.
Stipe
We're looking at
against DC.
Yeah, Stipe Miocic versus
Yeah,
Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, Daniel Cormier.
So basically, we got Stipe Miocic. He's a heavyweight.
Yep.
We got Daniel Cormier, who's a light heavyweight, and he's coming up to heavyweight
Yeah.
to fight for
I
that
only
is
ever
title.
play the free ones.
Big guy.
And
I'm sure that
everyone's the
he's.
same. He's been putting
he
on
can-
some big mass, so that'll be interesting fight to see.
Yeah. He looks like the kind of guy that build mass quick. Like, wouldn't be hard.
He's
for him.
like a big guy, anyways. He's not super tall or anything.
No.
But,
Yeah, I always thought it would be a problem. Like when he first started up, like I'm like, oh, shorter guy, whatever,
Yeah.
like in that heavier weight class.
and then he's just picking up people over
Yeah,
his head.
and then he just robbing and smashing everybody that comes near him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played it. I should
They only
and then play it.
one man never gave him any problems, and
He did cocaine. No?
and to hit people with his or hit things with his car, and yeah, ran away.
He's right on you.
Yeah.
He's on your head. Oh, you went over there. We got Moss.
Yeah.
The Moss attacking. Yeah. There we go. Stay.
The constant camera adjustment. We need a cameraman. Yeah.
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 Other than for fights for that, yeah, like I say, that'll be an interesting fight. Both basically, Stipe's 18-2. Daniel Cormier is 20-1.
20-1.
So-
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus.
They're used to winning a lot.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And what Stipe won was such finality. His last match. Who did he fight?
I can't remember. It's been. I'm sure he watched that one.
But yeah, he just cleaned house, and it was beautiful. They very decidedly took the victory.
Nagano. That's UFC 222.
Oh,
Wins versus Francis Nagano. I think that was it.
was that it?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, the huge dude. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right, Francis. Yeah. Oh, all internet just went to the toilet.
That's okay. Mine's still working.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Well, if the chat's chatting, I can't see it. Sorry, guys. Well, we can see it up
You
here.
have to write something new.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Morning class. Same thing. Okay. The other card we got coming up is Max Holloway versus Brian T City Ortega.
Oh,
Who's our
Max Holloway. Yeah.
jiu-jitsu guy from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu down in California. So yeah, another good fight.
Holloway's really good. I always would enjoy watching him fight.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's
entertaining
well-rounded and
and dangerous.
dangerous, entertaining. Yeah, for sure. No doubt about that.
But then you got T City,
Mm-hmm.
who's like jiu-jitsu master and also knocking people out.
Mm-hmm.
Jiu-jitsu. Just like that.
Let's go to sleep. Go to sleep.
And now we'll run through a couple
Yeah.
other quick ones here.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got Francis Nagano again.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's fighting
yeah.
Derek Lewis.
know much about
Michael Chiesa versus Anthony Pettis. So another big name.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few other ones. Honorable mentions by Uriah Hall. He's
Yeah.
coming up against
Yeah.
Paulo Costa. Yeah, looks like a pretty good card. So be
Yeah,
checking
it
that
does sound like a good card, actually. Go check it out, man. Go check it out. Yeah.
Is that still stuck on there?
Yeah, this thing is still being a bit of a goober.
Let's try her summer.
Oh, nice.
Light summer ale.
I've run out of beverage.
We should have asked one of our grips.
I should have grabbed my. Should have grabbed some whiskey while I was in there. Who's a grip?
Are you getting paid?
You get paid in hugs,
Co-producer,
hugs and love and kisses.
financial aid
want me to-
supervisor.
Do you wanna? Do you wanna? I
Yeah,
Seriously?
there you go. See?
You ask. And I
Thank you.
ask nicely.
Taken point blank. Hey, cheers! Opening a beer right now as well.
Cheers
Welcome.
to that.
Cheers to that. Absolutely.
What kind of beer are you drinking?
Yeah, please tell us what kind of beer are you drinking?
Because we like beer too. So
Yeah, that's why we called them brewing.
yeah.
You want a hat?
You wanna-
Flat brim? Or dad hat? There you go. Okay. Hey. There we go.
I guess we have to figure out what we got for another podcast coming up for Saturday. Usually we're doing this twice a week, so
Yeah, absolutely.
we might be doing
Wednesdays.
it on the cell phone again.
Wednesday, oh yeah, definitely there's a few problems that would be resolved inside perhaps. Maybe not in the garage, we won't be able to broadcast in there, but yeah, I'm on the search. I'm gonna find a new computer.
Yeah.
Limited budget, but hopefully something even better than what we had.
Hopefully it
So,
works.
Drinking a Sierra Nevada. It's an IPA.
Oh, that was
yeah,
very good.
Sierra Nevada IPA. Yeah.
Actually, we have an audience member that's a fan of the
yeah,
Sierra
big
Nevada.
fan. Yeah.
Raining again.
Ooh.
Any discussion about the Sierra Nevada? Why do you like it?
Because I first tried it in California,
California.
in
Okay.
Los Angeles, and it was so yummy.
And then it was
Thank
love
you.
after
Oh,
that.
is that?
I don't
Ooh,
know.
without a splash. Beautiful.
Paul's drinking hard tonight.
Woo! Yeah.
Because you're on vacation right now, aren't you? At least
Till tomorrow night.
There you
start,
go.
Start work again tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Monica turned me onto that too with the Sierra Nevada IPA. I think you gave me one. A little while ago.
Maybe.
Quite
I
a
gave
while
you
ago,
a
yeah.
little something.
A little some.
From Lagunitas Brewery.
He does.
Oh, that one as well. Yeah.
That one's really well.
that was
That's
good.
not considered an IPA. It's just a strong ale. That's what it is.
Well, it was delicious. And thank you very much for thinking of me and getting
You're
me a beverage.
welcome.
It's very nice. So, take it point blank. What is your what draws you to the IPA? Or leave the chat. You know, that's cool too.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the input.
IPAs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I'll drink one beer, and then I either might jump to an IPA, but usually I don't have it with food. Like I'm doing like a barbecue scenario or something like that. Might have an IPA, somewhere in the middle. Then with food, usually I'm sticking with a more mild. I try to lay off these ones not with food because then you get a lot of citrus flavor, which depending on what you're eating. But that's why I like that Alexander Keith's or even like your Dos Equis and your Coronas because it's very mild. So you really want to taste the food.
Definitely, when you're eating, you want to stay away from strong, tasty beverages like scotch, whiskey,
Yeah.
like IPAs that you're saying. Like, definitely, I totally agree. You know,
Yeah.
like stick with stuff that's
Seriously never seen
simpler.
a beetle like that.
Exactly. Just kind of straight line.
Yeah, and that's what I like.
And it doesn't fill you up either too much. So.
Just like with food that people talk. Oh, I'm running out of battery. People talk about pairing, like a red wine with meat, white wine with fish, whatever, right?
Yeah.
The taste of fish is much more delicate. You don't want to overpower it with red, right?
Yeah.
And same thing with beer. When you're drinking, it's
Put the body on that thing.
it's the same kind of thought process, but not a lot of people think about it. Right? It's like you need to pair the right brew with the right food.
It's very interesting science.
You know,
but then it also comes down to, hey man, drink whatever you want with your food.
Yeah. Well, I'll say you want a red with your fish, then have a red with your fish. Yeah. Yeah. But if you want to be able to enjoy both beer and food, maybe it's something to consider for sure.
Do you need a power plug for that one, or I'll grab it?
I have it in the over there.
I'll grab
Yeah.
I remember.
I'll grab it.
You sure?
Sure.
right.
Where is it? In the kitchen?
For some
Yeah,
reason,
on the little shelfie there with all everything's plugged in. There's a big black brick, and grab the blue cable.
But we would
Yeah.
come into work, and all of a sudden, it was
Yeah,
like,
so
it was like things
Brian's jumped
came in
out to
underneath
grab the,
door, like all these
the
tiny
charging
little
cable.
bugs, like
But
little,
yeah, it wasn't until
not
very
maggots, but
late in
something
life
else,
that I was like,
these, like,
not
they
late,
were always
late.
in,
I'm
like,
like,
little
but very
half-inch,
recently
these tiny little
that I was
things.
thinking
They
about
weren't
this,
maggots, they were something else. But anyways, the floor would
with
be, like,
pairing foods
covered in them, so we
and
had to
beers,
sweep,
just
like,
like they
every
do with
morning.
wines.
And
It's
at one point there was a spider
I'm like,
came out, and
oh, well, I'd never
was
think of that
filled
before.
with all these bugs, whatever,
You'd
and
think
my
it was something that would be
coworkers started- or no, maybe it was even me, I can't
done on a
we started sweeping
like a
the spiders,
professional
so
level. And I
we
guess
did
there
outside.
probably is beer
And all of a
sommeliers
sudden,
working at
all, like, it
some
was
crazy
pregnant,
fancy
obviously,
restaurants
and it
out
just
there.
exploded.
But,
All these baby spiders came
I
out
haven't ever seen
pouring
one. I guess
out.
maybe I don't roll in that kind
Two
of a
of my coworkers
category,
were,
in
like,
that kind of a group
absolutely
that it would be.
terrified of
Oh, I got
spiders.
the little one there. Good. Yeah.
We're getting attacked by bugs here. We got everything going on. There we go. Rock and roll. You guys doing okay there?
You gotta come look at this beetle over here.
We got beetles.
Oh, look at that guy! Woo!
It's huge. I've never seen
What is
anything
that?
like it.
That's a beetle.
He's
Jesus.
a big ass
like
Oh,
beetle.
it's like the size
Black
of a
and
peanut.
yellow.
He's like a peanut.
We're gonna
He's bigger
cover
than a
that-
peanut.
Gonna cover that in chocolate later. Eat it.
You know, if I didn't know he'd fly away, I'd grab
But yeah,
him
it
and
was
show the camera.
It was the funniest thing. Oh my god, that baby spiders.
Yeah. You should see him at
And so
work
she
there. We
comes
get these
closer.
like moths, like this big.
Yeah.
Sucker for
They're huge. They're
punishment.
bigger than your hand. He's Monica's
I'll forget
face.
it.
Grab it. Touch it.
No. No. It's
Oh, that's a June bug. That's what that is.
That's not a June bug,
Is it?
is it? Oh, he's
think
got one broken tendril. He doesn't look like he's in a very happy
Okay,
place.
hang on. Black and yellow beetle.
Or, I think it's a June bug. It might be. Just because they're really huge. But let's get a close up of that guy. Just don't drop him in your whiskey.
What kind of beetle is that? I've never.
it's
He is not. He's not happy.
His face all fucked up.
Nothing,
Yeah, he's missing one of his
nothing comes up.
big
on
feeler
images
things.
of
Yeah.
That kind of.
Poor guy.
It's a new species.
It's an alien species.
Yeah.
It won't focus. The camera won't focus.
Maybe
But we can
white.
sell on eBay with some chocolate on it for big money.
Yeah, he's just happy to sit there and chill. Do you want to get
No.
closer, bud?
Is it kind of? Is it kind of like this one? No, not really.
I don't know why it's got big red.
It's a poor guy. Look at he's like
Oh, oh, look at him.
he's been beat up by somebody.
Yeah, probably the raccoon.
Raccoon.
Raccoon
Those
guy.
god dang raccoons going after everybody. Yuck!
Look at him, poor little.
Look, the camera wouldn't focus.
Oh,
That's not bad though.
Yeah.
Gordon. He just keeps plopping over on his side.
Oh,
there
poor
he goes.
guy.
Oh,
Poor
okay.
bug.
Poor bug. Yeah. Not having a good
What
time.
happened to you, bud? It's like he's got a swollen limb.
Yeah, he's just stumbling around. Oh man. When I was setting up the garage, right, for the epoxy, right?
Yeah.
So I was going around and I'm like pulling everything out. We emptied the whole area out, and that revealed plenty of little spider nests and stuff like that, right? So there's this one like big. It's like I'm not too afraid of bugs. I'll grab them and pick them up and stuff, but certain spiders freak me out.
Yeah, I
like
don't
the
like
ones
that.
that look like black widows. I know they're not black widows, but I'm still like thinking they're black
They
widows.
can still bite you,
right?
right?
Well, they can probably,
Does
right?
it
But
make
like
any
the
noise?
big bulbous butts on them, right?
When I,
And so there was one sitting on
yeah.
on a piece of wood that I had pulled out, right? And I'm like,
What are you?
so I flicked it off, right? And as soon as I did that, it hit the ground, and it was like kind of half dead. It's like trying to go walk on like 2 legs as opposed to 8, you know, and walking out. I felt so guilty. I was like, oh, I was just catching mosquitoes for me, and then I
You killed it.
fucked
Now,
them
now it's
up.
raining.
Yeah. Oh, that's totally why it's raining right now.
That's where the sign is coming
That's what they say, anyways, right?
Oh, look at this. It's got like a.
Oh, yeah, good.
It's got a freaking. Is that a wasp?
Oh god.
That's a moth. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
it's some kind of moth. Yeah. Outdoor broadcasting.
We got moths, we got dogs,
Yeah.
we got cats, we got girls freaking out. She's alright.
The
Outdoor podcasting is fun.
attack
my
of
God.
the moth. Oh yeah.
It's because you're right in front of the light.
Oh, you're watching the
You know, like
broadcast on your
moth to a
phone. You
flame.
can hear it. You're screaming.
Is that on yours or that one there? I don't know.
No, I think this is muted. Oh no, it isn't.
There you go.
Oh, great. There's a bug in my wine.
There we go. It's okay. It's
Drink
added
it.
protein.
Oh.
Let's grab this guy.
And this right here is why people don't go outside.
People don't go outside because there's bugs. This is
Wait,
like
he's
camping.
Hey, hey, check it
Only,
out.
only the. Oh,
I'm Gandalf.
You need to put saran wrap and put a little.
oh, Gandalf! Oh no! Come right.
That's another thing I was going to order on Amazon. is
Yeah.
those things
Only
with the
when you're
straw.
camping, you don't usually
and
have
I saw
these
one
giant
that's like,
lights. You
Yeah.
have just like one
folds
light, and they all like kind
and
of go
goes into
towards
this
it.
little
They usually have the
container
flame
that
on
you
it, they
can
get
keep on your
barbecued.
keychain.
Yeah.
I just thought
They're not
that was
going for
so
this
smart.
Really?
Yeah, this one it's not as bright, I think,
Yeah.
but man, it's kicking off some nice warmth. I'm impressed. I was kind of disappointed.
When you originally got it.
Yeah, when I
you're
originally got it, because I didn't feel like it was kicking off much heat. But now you give it some time to warm up.
Yeah.
Man, it's,
No, the night of your party, it was amazing.
it was wonderful. Oh, that's good.
It's just enough heat.
Yeah, I was too busy running around being drunk.
Oh,
Oh,
there,
you
there.
got to bring the whole arm up, I think.
And it keeps dropping.
Yeah. That looked like the nicest mic stand that we had.
It did.
Yeah, that's yours, right?
I don't know.
Wake up tomorrow
I think
with
it
a bunch
is,
of, like,
because it looks...
mosquito bites everywhere.
Made in Germany. Yeah, I think it's a Sennheiser one, but
It's
it's
hilarious.
this
You're
angle a little
screaming.
too much. Hey, thanks for reviewing with my hand.
Yep, and we get to see lots of the inside of Brian's hand on this
That's right.
broadcast.
Yeah.
No moth dust on there, so we're good.
None whatsoever. Oh, I didn't actually share that we were actually live.
Yeah. It's okay.
Shit.
Have to catch it on YouTube.
Oh, we should go into the backyard and play some glow-in-the-dark bocce.
Yeah.
On camera.
It's a bit too late. You guys gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah,
One of
might
these-
play some
one of these
glow in the
nights, though.
dark,
We gotta
clean up
go
your shoes.
play some
Glow in the
glow-in-the-dark
dark,
bocce.
clean up your shoes.
Thanks,
Spent like
Malcolm.
$80 on the glow-in-the-dark dark
Maybe
bocce.
Saturday
So.
Did you eat some
I mean,
shoes?
Sunday night.
Yeah.
No, he shits
Come on.
out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Come on, Malcolm. Come on. Are your legs too short? You can't jump up?
We'll just get started earlier. They won't be doing their podcast, so.
Yeah.
Come on. You can do it. He's not going to do it.
Come on.
There we
Returns
go.
of buying handsets
There's our
conversation.
mascot.
Yeah.
Really?
Malcolm, the whiskey drinking dog.
Felt
What?
like it was
No.
eating the birds, but it was ants.
Not a beer drinker either.
Not a beer
Some-
drinker.
some
I thought dogs
like beer.
do like beer.
Some of them do.
Weird.
Lick it up.
Not this guy. He runs away from it.
Forgetting you're there,
Nope.
guy.
Not comfy enough.
I'm gonna name you. What should I name you?
So what else we got going on?
What else do we got going on, Brian? We were counting on a good 15-minute segment talking about the
That video.
that video,
on the
which is
top.
we'll just tease for next time, right?
Mhm.
You know, absolutely.
We just talked about DSC, jiu-jitsu stuff.
Yeah, we talked about
What
jiu-jitsu
other?
stuff.
You said you've been to a few breweries up north or up?
Well,
Is he
in
missing
Gibson's,
Yeah.
Or is
right?
that one
Yeah,
just
I went to the Persephone Brewery.
Yeah, because there's 3 on here.
We went to
this
3
side,
breweries when we
here.
were up there.
So that must be.
One was
So either
called.
there's one missing from that side.
Honey, what was the breweries we went to in Gibson's there? We went to Persephone. We went to the one on the way out. The new one was called like an address. It was like 100 something brewery, 110 brewery. It was like named after the highway. And then we went to a really tiny one that it wasn't in Gibson's proper, right? It was out in Seashell.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, yeah. But they were all really good. They were good. They all had completely different personalities. Persephone was like a
101 Brew House.
101 Brew
and
House, yeah.
Gibson's Tap Works.
Gibson's Tapworks. So I guess that wasn't Gibson's. It felt like it was out of it. I guess Persephone was out of Gibson's. It was like right
Yeah.
next to the ferry terminal.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was like farm
Which
to
is
table.
Gibson's?
Which is
You
Gibson's.
trying to get back up here?
Yeah. It was like
You're so
farm to
silly.
table style
You can do it.
place where it had like
can do it.
wide open fields and they're growing their own hops
off
right
the chair
there, right?
Yeah.
And like everything was rough wood. And then there was 101 Brewing, which was right in the city. In like a tilt-up concrete warehouse with
Okay.
a mezzanine and a restaurant, you know, like very much Metro Vancouver microbrew style.
Yeah, which
right?
was kind of like Red Truck was like Red Truck Brewing.
very similar to that,
Very
yeah.
similar. Basically, they got like the food. You can get food there
Yeah.
and everything. And
Yeah, and then the Gibson's Brewing was this like old converted restaurant, like tiny. Like most of the restaurant was like taken up by the brewery in the back. There was a bar, and then like a sunroom, I guess, like off the front of it. It was clearly an extension on the building, which just ended up like putting like 2 tables and then like a little bar right? So they all had very distinct styles, very distinct things. Like they only offered food from the taco truck outside,
yeah.
right? Which is only open periodically, right? So they didn't have their own kitchen, which was a neat
I don't know how to continue that conversation.
meshing, which you said that Parkside
yeah.
was doing as well. They had
Yeah,
a food
a
truck
taco
that
truck. It was
actually provided the food than their own kitchen.
Yeah, it kind of sucked because they had when we went down there. I think
Kind of sucked. Oh,
Oh no! Like when we went to
So, like, is
Port Moody, basically for inside the event or whatever at Rocky Point Park, the what do you call it, the beer garden basically closed to pets, and I had my dog with me, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we're like looking at the beer, and I don't even know what kind of beer they had in there, so we're like, okay, let's screw this. Plus we're hungry, so we're like, we'll just walk across the street, go to Parkside Brewing,
Yeah.
and at least can get some good beer there. And they're super quick too, basically pick off the menu. By the time you order it, the other guy's got it poured for you. You just grab it, head out to your table or whatever.
Oh,
It's
nice.
very quick. And then they had the cart out there as well, selling tacos and burritos and stuff like that. So yeah, no, and they had a lot. It was super busy because they had so many people there. Surprised for even for the weather, like it wasn't maybe the greatest weather that day, but it is still really busy at that brewery. So yeah, it'd be nicer to just check it out a little more in depth and see how they do stuff there. So might be worth going back again.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, when I was at Gibson's Brewing, they didn't have the taco truck open, so I couldn't like truly experience what they had going on there. But I guess it's really seasonal. Like our trip out there wasn't in peak season. You know, it was like early spring.
I mean, it's
Still
a pretty
cold.
small town,
Yeah,
right? So.
yeah. And so Persephone was like basically all they were doing was filling growlers, and that was pretty consistent. There were people coming in filling growlers. Oh, there was another one we went to as well. We went to, oh no, this was in the interior, Dirty Laundry Brewing.
Was that the one in the interior of when you went?
Penticton. Yeah.
Oh, in Penticton. Okay.
Yeah. That probably was the best microbrewery. They're pretty big. That I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Just the atmosphere, the restaurant, the brewery, everything was really cool. They just started getting into beer. They're a winery.
Oh, okay.
Right? So like it was on a wine tour.
Yeah.
But showed up there and they had a whole wall of beers, and they're like, we just started brewing. Right? And it's like, oh, really neat. And I tried 3, 4. I tried a flight of their beers, and good stuff. But the whole atmosphere was really cool, and the whole setup was really cool. And the people working there were either well trained or very excited to be there. I'm thinking well trained, but they sure pulled it off, acting like they were super excited to be there.
Well, that's good. That's important.
Yeah.
I guess when she had Monday, she was like 34. And I'm like, I'm 33 and I have 0 accomplishments.
I think we've kind of
Like, I think I'm doing
covered the
okay
topics,
Covered it.
done the deal,
You get the fire going.
got some fire, got
I'm way behind.
cool backlit wall,
There you go.
Normal, but
have
Fish and
a few
touch.
beverages.
That's too bad we
Talking
didn't
about some
have our computer running top notch,
Yeah,
but you know.
yeah, it was too bad. But I think as far as that goes, we pulled it together pretty good.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to be able to cut between a few different shots, but
My mom was, I am now.
sometimes you work with what you got.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
so yeah, this is Brian,
This is Paul.
and this is Don't Look Ruined Video Podcast number 30.
30.
Was it 29 or 30?
30.
Was it 30?
It was 30.
It's a 30.
I think it's 30.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're awesome.
At least
Thanks, buddy.
you at least
So
feel
we-
it.
Peace. Damn.
Yeah, thanks for viewing.
Go check out our
Silently with microphones turned off. I get up do something. You on your phone, update, respond to people. Okay, cool, right, great. Passes. And then turn it off. Thanks for watching.